Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Reenie and this is the Enchanted Planner. Today we are planning in my classic vertical. Just gonna put my stupid headset back in there because, you know, it doesn't connect to the phone anyways. I gotta figure that crap out, man. Anyways, we are planning for the week of... Nope, that's not it. That's one too many. The week of February 7th to the 13th. So as I've mentioned in a few of these earlier videos, I made a list of books that I hadn't used in a while or haven't used at all or haven't had much use at all, and going through them to make spreads just to make sure that, you know, I do stay on top of my stash, if you will. So Hustle and Heart is the choice for this week. So let's just take these off the discs. This has to go live on Thursday and it is Tuesday. So I'm a little behind, but not a big deal. Anyways, I have pulled out Hustle and Heart. Now I did a dashboard spread a couple of months ago that I combined it with Simply Lovely, and it was a really nice spread. So that's how we're rolling. So let's get thy wax paper out and let's get this party started. Okay, so I do want to stick with the greens because the greens complement really well with the pinks in, what am I trying to say? the pinks and the Simply Lovely. Oh my God. Do I have any meetings this week? I do not know that I can think of off the top of my head, but you know what? It's all good. Now, the one thing I do like about this book is, where are they? Oh, anyways, that'll do. This gold that is not foil. I really like that in this book. So I think we may pull in some of that. Let's pull in some of these little icons because they're fun. Although we could pull in some black too. So let's just pull a couple of those for fun. Pull a black box. Pull a green box. Pull a reminder sticker. I wish they had some of these in black. We may come back in for these too because I quite like those guys. Now I'm on the fence, man, because I'm liking the green black. I don't know that I want to I don't know that I want to add gold. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, these are nice and they bring in the gold. These are black. They bring in the gold. What are we to do? What are we to do? You know what I didn't grab was any washi. So we may head off and try and grab some of that in a second. Let's grab, do I want a black one or do I want a green one? I think we'll go black because I'm gonna pull one of these guys for the weekend. Ooh, hot flash. Whew. Holy Hannah, people. For those of you that are not at this stage of life, hang on to that youth. Those of you that are in this stage of life, oh my Lord, I'm sure you sympathize with me. I wish these weren't foil. I really do. I wish they weren't freaking foil. All right, let's see what else we've got to work with in here. These are fun. What can we do with these? Well, you know what? We're going to pull some. If I can get them off of the backing, that is. Oh my God, where are my tweezers? So, as we are pulling stickers from the book, how is everyone? It is, what day is it? I just told you guys what freaking day it was. Can I remember what day it is? No, apparently not. It is, that sticker got kind of munged. Oh, these are fun too. Sorry, squirrel brain today. Okay, this is gonna like really start to piss me off, pardon the expression. So you are going before I lose my noodle live on, well, not live on YouTube, but before I lose my ish on video. Okay, problem solved. Let's rectify this. Let's start up down here. God, this still didn't make it any better. At least now I can get under them a bit. It is Tuesday here, and if you are anywhere in the world with any kind of news broadcast, you know that Canada has a massive protest happening in Ottawa right now, which I can say I have never been prouder to be a Canadian. It's, I'm telling you, over the last, I'm sure I probably have mentioned it, I'm sure you guys can all appreciate it. I had kind of lost hope in humanity over the last couple of years. I really had. Just simply due to ugliness. And oh my God, the quotes are in foil. Oh, it's painful. Okay, well, we might come back to that. We'll see what's in Simply Lovely. Is this book one? It is. I've got several of these books, so... am I going to have anything? I don't really want to go with that pink. Love This Life of Mine. That might work. And it's black instead of being foil. What was I going to say? Anyways, oh yeah, the protest. So there's a massive protest and demonstration going on in Ottawa right now, which, you know, of course the legacy media is trying to skew. But, you know, as I pointed out to someone this morning, and I'm not argumentative about it. Like, I am all about free speech, and I am a person that does not think we all have to agree, but I believe we have to respect one another, regardless of our differences in beliefs. And that is something that has gone out the frickin' window, courtesy of the division that has been created by the powers that be, if you will. But, you know, I pointed out to someone this morning, because they keep coming up with the same tired diatribe. Well, there's this that's happened in the capital and that's happened in the capital. I'm like, okay, first off, they estimated there was 1.4 million people in Ottawa. Ottawa's not very big, by the way. They estimated that there was 1.4 million people in Ottawa on Saturday. Oh, we have a different option here for a black quote. Which do I want to do? Oh, I kind of like that one. Incidences, like with crowds like that, it's going to attract whack jobs. You can't prevent that. Like, it's going to attract crazy people. But not all of them are like that, period. And you can't fault the majority. Here we come again to, sure, let's fault the majority of, you know, people for the few that ruin it, right? This happens all the time. I'm going to pause this for a second, see if I can find some washi. I'll be right back. Okay, Lee is back. I pulled out these two. This washi, I believe, is from the Valentine's Happy Box from last year that did not arrive in any kind of form to actually use for Valentine's last year. And I will actually state, and I'll circle back to my point about the demonstration in a second, I won't be able to use my fricking Happy Box again this year because I doubt it's going to... Oh, no. Pardon my correction. I think that one is supposed to be delivered today or tomorrow. However, the order I placed in the middle, the stickers, National Sticker Day order, appears to have been lost. Ask me if I'm a happy camper. I am not a happy camper. I'm really not. I have reached out to Happy Planner 4 times now. I will add 4. And have heard nothing from them. So I think today I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call them. Because I'm now pissed right off. I understand they probably have a high volume. But honestly, really? You can't get back to me? It's 4 freaking different times I've contacted you. Like, just piss me right off. I'm sorry. Hang on, people. I gotta find some boxes. Yeah, I'm not happy. Not happy at all. I don't like those. What have we got left for long black ones in here? I'm only going to have that one, eh? It's not really my preference. Honestly, it's not. Do I have any pink in here, though? That would work? Kind of? Maybe? Sort of? We'll put that off this side. Let me grab another one. Okay. All right, we have more options with that one. Okay, so anyways, yeah, I'm not happy. Not happy because that mega sticker book is sold out and has been sold out for a while. So if it turns out, because they've decided to start shipping with DHL as a carrier for Canada, which I'm telling you, I don't know what their reputation is in the States, but up here they are the biggest POS as a carrier. They're fraudulent. They're shysters. I can't even. Can't even. They have the worst reputation for a carrier up here in Canada. I don't know about the US, but up here they're POSs. Worst carrying company ever. So I'm not happy. Not happy at all. Okay, back to, sorry, I am probably going to bounce around quite a bit today because I got a lot on my brain. A lot. it just keeps coming, people. Let's just sneak this down here. Anyways, so back to the protests. The legacy media keeps focusing on the one or two minor incidents that happened in the Capitol on Saturday. But you know what? It's now 4 days later, 3 days later, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So 3 to 4 days later, they still have nothing else to report. They're still focusing on those 3 instances. The alleged, stealing food from the homeless shelter, which I think is a crock of crap. They're focusing on the alleged swastikas that were floating around. Now, I will admit, I did see one of those in the crowds because I have been watching a lot of the live footage from the people that are on the ground. And I don't agree with it, but if anybody had been paying any close attention, they had Trudeau's picture in the middle of that swastika, however you pronounce it. His face was in the middle of it. So they're alleging that he is a piece of shit dictator, basically. Not agreeing with it, just offering some stuff that I personally seen. This is kind of cool. I just don't know how I want to lay this down. I think that still might be a bit thick. So, holy crap, it's actually ripping today. Did y'all witness that? Did I do that in front of the camera? Like, holy shit. That is not a happening thing that often. I don't know. Hang on a second here. I think we're going to lift this up a bit. And I think we're going to slide this underneath. And then we're going to pull this back across. There, that looks kind of cool. Okay, so anyways, 4 days later, the news, legacy news that is still only reporting on those 4 things. 3 or 4 things. The homeless shelter, the decoration, if you will, of the Terry Fox Memorial, which I find humorous. Terry Fox is probably one of the most inspiring Canadians we've had in history. And putting a Canadian flag on top of him and a sign that says, "End the mandates," I don't consider that desecration. Not when back in the summer, there were parties on the ground at protests in, I think it was Manitoba, that were pulling down statues and beheading statues. That to me is desecrating. Not decorating Terry Fox. But you know what? I might be alone in my opinion. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but sorry. That's not, desecration and decoration are 2 very different animals. This is going to drive me crazy because that folded under on itself and it's going to drive me nuts. Probably should white out underneath those lines. I know, I'm sorry, I keep lifting stuff up, and I better do it now, though, because I'm going to have a bunch of stuff down, and if I try and do it after I finish filming, it's going to be messy. I'm trying to lift stuff up, so we'll just do this really quickly. Yeah, so, there's a lot of good things happening in the Capitol, and none of that's being reported this morning. For example, before I started filming, I had probably the most hilarious, laughable Canadian moment ever. One of the guys on the ground that's walking around came across a bunch of truckers. I believe they were truckers anyways. They may have just been regular old people in the crowd. But they came across a bunch of people playing street hockey in front of the Supreme Court of Canada. Now, if that is not a Canadian thing, you know, people running around with hockey sticks or flags attached to hockey sticks, that's also a very Canadian thing. But busting into a game of street hockey, complete with nets, I might add. No equipment. They're running around in gum boots and, you know, winter boots and, you know, fuzzy hats. I was just howling. It was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life, and I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. Stay humble, work hard, be kind. Isn't that like the unwritten rule of them? Do we want to put this here? I do believe we do want to put this here. So we're just going to slip that down like so. And it's actually straight. Call Guinness. Holy Hannah. Anyways, back to the protests. I was talking to someone who, bless their heart, they're young and very ideological, which is absolutely fine. I think it's fantastic. The future belongs to a lot of these youth. It really does. But I also find a lot of them are very blind. They're truly blind. They don't really see what's in front of their face sometimes. Okay, I think we want to put some florals down here. Let's see what we've got to work with that I've got for bigger florals. I think just these guys, right? Kind of like these. If they'll come up off of this. This is awesome. The old Happy Planner stickers, although these do feel a little stickier than normal, but I think this is one of the newer books I've got, but still not as sticky. So let's just take some extra precautions. And let's lay these guys down like that, because then if we come in here like that, yeah, now we're talking. I think I'm going to shift this just a bit though. So I'm going to see if we can get as much of this onto the page as possible. And then we'll put that over top. Awesome. Now I just need to sneak in here behind. And we're just going to cover up this line. Anyways, yeah, the hockey game in front of the Supreme Court of Canada just kills me. Like, super funny. So funny. Totally Canadian, that would be. And I think it's like -15 or something in Ottawa right now. Which, that's Celsius. I have no idea what that turns into in Fahrenheit. Okay. Come off my scissors, please. Because you're just going to drive me crazy later when I can't get you off of something else. All right, so let's put that guy right there. And let's pull this quote up, which is stuck to the wax paper. I want to really cut off any of that if I can help it. So let's just lay you in like that. But then I'm going to come in into here. And we're going to take care of business here. So we need to come out to about there. There we go. Yeah, so anyways, sorry, I'm a little bit squirrel brained today because I got so many things on my mind, but I'm not meaning to ignore y'all. It's not intentional. Anyways, you know, the protests for the most part, other than the actions of a few imbeciles, which you're going to get in every crowd, honestly. And I wouldn't put it past Trudeau's government to actually plant them in the crowd. I really wouldn't. He's a spoiled child. He doesn't get his way. He behaves badly. Never in my life, or never in anyone's life, should their leader call their constituents and their citizens a fringe minority with unacceptable views. That is not how we roll here in Canada. I don't think it's how you roll in the US either. Like, the people have a voice, and the voices of the people need to be heard. But then, like, I don't know that we really ever truly live in democracy anymore. Honestly, I don't think we live in democracy anymore. It's too corrupt. But yeah, there is a lot of very unhappy people in Canada and the world. And Canada has sparked a movement worldwide to end this garbage. And I am not, and I'll just preface this, I'm not pro-vaccine, I'm not anti-vaccine, I am pro-choice. And I am also very much pro-freedom. And, you know, we have gotten to a point where, as far as I'm concerned, in this pandemic, we reached herd immunity a long time ago. We reached herd immunity a long time ago. If I put that there, just trying to see how I want to sort of set things up here. I normally put a checklist on Monday if I don't have a sidebar, but I don't really want that and that right beside each other. What about, oh, see, that's going to be black on black. That won't work. Well, what about if we come back in here to our flores and we grab a floral, and maybe that would make a difference if we stick a floral up in there. Kind of. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Okay, let's try to figure out how I want to do this. And then the question begs, do I cut off that floral? Or do we do things totally different, put the checklist down here, which we could, because I don't think I've ever done that. Well, you know what? We're going to live dangerously today. We're going to put the checklist down here. Oh, it's going to drive me crazy that I can see all those lines behind that box. You know, some of the stickers are so thick. Let me just get myself some markers here. Yeah, some of the stickers are so thick, and then others, they're not. I do not understand. They don't use the same paper for all of them. Like, does that make any sense to anybody? Okay. I'll just quickly get rid of the prominence of this, and then we can go back to chatting when I'm not focused on not making a mess. It's not great, but it's a heck of a lot better than it was, I bet. So let's just lean that over there. Woohoo! Party down! And yes, that was a complete reference to Wayne's World. I kid you not. Okay, we are going to need some more boxes. And this is where things get a bit fun. Let's go back into Simply Lovely, because I believe there should be boxes of some kind in here, right? You'd think. I don't need checklist or habit trackers. Just want boxes. We have these. I'm not fond of this shape, but hey, it's better than nothing, I guess. There is this. Excuse me. I have those, but that brings in gold, and I'm really trying to avoid bringing in gold. Because if I want to, I mean, out of them all, gold is probably one of my least favorite foils. Rose gold would probably be my first preference. That's pretty, but I don't think I want that. Rose gold would probably be my first preference. And then that brings in yellow, although I can color in that heart if I really needed to. And make that go bye-bye. Where's my... Just go like that. No more heart. And that gives us another kind of vertical box anyways. It's not great, but it'll work. Okay, I gotta get organized here, man. I got so many sticker sheets out, it's unbelievable. Okay, we are boxes. We is it boxes. So I want to come up here, and I think how do we want to do this? I need to look at my monthly. That would be a good place to start. I haven't cut off their tabs yet because I have to do the flip through, but these need to be filmed before the flip through. Okay, so we have nothing going on this week that needs to be noted until like the 11th. So I say we go ham And I'm going to stick you here, I think. And you like so. It's much better if they're actually straight, mind you. Although this one doesn't look that bad, it's just you. And it might be because you need to go behind, excuse me, this one. I think I want to move this down. Thankfully, those stickers are not super sticky. Yeah, I think I want to move this kind of down, and then I'm going to have to cut away the washi in that section. That is, if it's going to stay here. Let's make sure it's going to stay here first. No, I don't like it. All right. So putting that checklist down in that one corner has created a bit of a conundrum for me. I got to figure this out. Maybe what we're going to do is head to the other page and have a look over there. Okay, sorry. I had to test a few things. Okay, I think I got something figured out. We're going to leave this floral up in this corner. I have this black decorative box, which we are going to use to layer that, and that's going to go about there, so long as it's straight. I think something's off kilter here. Hold on, let me get these guys aligned properly. This is the problem when you're trying to float things. Let's not put the sticker on upside down. Yeah, when you're trying to float things, sometimes it can be hard to get it straight. I think that's straight. Maybe. I think I got too much at the top, so let's just slide that up a bit. And actually, while I'm there, I can use that line to line things up. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do that. And we will trim off that little bit of petal. Now, I'm still stuck on this side. Did either one of these books have bullet points? Oh, I think Simply Lovely does. I just got to find them. They have these. Well, that didn't work. Oh, I'm using the wrong felt. That's why. Hold on. Let's grab a Sharpie. It's not entirely covered, so let's just get the edges of that. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in, I think, some bullet points. So this is a trick. And I don't know, it's not that this is a new trick, I just had completely forgotten about it for a while. But this is a plan with Elise trick. If you do not have black bullets, you can create black bullets with simply a, these are huge bullets, mind you. I probably should have gone a different direction, but we're here now. You can just create your own black bullets by just coloring in a color you're probably not going to use very much. And it's not that I wouldn't use the green, it's that I wanted circles over the other shapes. So if in doubt and you're stuck, you can make your own black bullets by simply coloring them in with a Sharpie. I think we're going to put you down here. Okay, and then I said we needed one or a box on, but we got enough boxes over here, so I think we're just going to color in a black bullet point for this side. Now that I've got Sharpie all over me, because I do need one here somewhere on the 11th, and that's going to look wonky. Well, I mean, I guess I could put it there. It's all good. Okay, now I still need something for up here, and this is going to drive me a bit crazy. We have you and you. Oh, good grief. Anyways, what was I saying? I've been bouncing around on a few conversations here. Oh, protest wise. So yeah, let me know if you guys have been watching the protest. Please don't buy into the whole, you know, we've got a bunch of destructive Canadians up here, you know, desecrating the national monuments and stuff, because we cannot fault the many for the actions of the few. And like I said, I have been watching as much live coverage from the ground, like the people on the ground, as I can over the last, well, since they arrived there on Saturday. You know, and it's like anything else. I'm sure there's, actually, you know what, I'm not sure. I know there has been movements and protests in the US that have, you know, also had their message skewed by freaking legacy media. I kind of like this. If I can get it off of there. Plans are dreams in the making. Where do we need some stuff, right? Where do we need some stuff? You're probably all talking to me going, you need something right there. Hopefully I kind of figure out what you're saying to me. I kind of like that, actually. Do I want to put it down? I kind of like it hovering, but except for I don't like it hovering with that. So, oh, that's script on script, and I don't want to do that either. Maybe we'll go, tweezers are here for a reason. Use them, except for when they're not held on very well. I can't line this up to save my soul today. There we go. Okay, there's that one. And what else do we have on here? Get your goals, girl. That's pretty hilarious. Work hard for your dreams. I kind of like that too. Okay, so let's... Ooh, and I don't want two of you. I don't want two of you. I just want one. And I think we'll put this one up here. I'm going to move it over. I didn't think it was going to fit underneath the roses, but it actually fits. And that washi is going to drive me crazy, so I'm going to fix that in a second. Because anytime I roll my hand over it, I'm going to feel the bump. And it's going to drive me a little crazy. And hopefully this video is not getting too terribly long. I find my verticals tend to be a bit longer, and that's the one. Oh my lord, it's stuck to my finger. I'm finding my verticals tend to be a bit longer, which makes no sense to me, but they do. Okay, I'm having issues here, people. Pray for me. Because between my fingernails getting in the way and the sticker sticking to my finger, we're having problems. Okay, there we go. Finally, good grief. Interesting. Let me see. What else we got? Oh, I got little roses over here. Let's have a look at what I've got left before I go busting into new sheets. I think this is the oldest, because we could... It's probably a spread I should have done next week, but, you know, Valentine's Day is a whole other thing. Let's just say this is right before Valentine's Day. I don't know that it really needs any florals. Not maybe that type anyways. Let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is it. I think this is actually a done deal. Simple, straight to the point, functional, which is really what I'm always after anyways, function. But I gotta fix this because it's gonna drive me nuts. So we are just gonna cut that off and say bye-bye. No more bumpity that will drive me crazy. All right, let's throw it back on the discs. Let's see what this baby looks like. It's a pretty quiet week for me, other than, you know, regular to-dos and filming. So I can get away with a spread that's not super, you know, structured, which is kind of nice. That's it, you guys. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm a heck of a lot of fun to hang out with, and we party around here in these parts. And leave me a comment. Let me know if you're seeing news coverage on the Freedom Convoy, the protest in Ottawa. I have heard from sources on the media too that it appears the movement is taking off quite dramatically in the US too. So I'm curious to see how that's going, because I don't trust most US news stations either, but I don't really know too many independent reporter type places for the US. I know a few for Canada, but I don't really know that many for the US. So yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, and we'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching. Ciao.